Hello YouTube, it's Prevalent Arts, and I'm making a new tutorial video on Affinity Designer. Now, from the different videos I saw on YouTube, I couldn't find one that covers the vector flood fill tool. Now, it is a new tool added on the beta version of Affinity Designer 2, 2.1. So I decided that I'm going to cover it in my video. Let's take a look. Okay, now before I get into coloring in a cartoon character, I'm going to show you what the tool does. So, this is the tool up here, the vector flood fill tool. I'll select it, and you'll see that there are two options up here. And if I click on them, one is inside, another is in between. Now, what does this mean? Well, if I open the layers, you'll see that this star icon, there's this star, and then there are two lines on top. So I'm going to select a color. Let's do like a greenish. And now with inside selected, I'm going to keep the layer panel open so when I make a fill, you'll see what happens. I have to select all of these objects. So you have to select everything. Now when I make a fill, you'll see that the green clipped inside the star object. And then I could just move these lines out of the way. And and all those colors are now clipped inside the star. So I'm going to undo all that now. Now the other option is that if I have in between selected, then let's select everything. When I add a color, see it adds in between now. And you're looking in the layers panel. And you'll also see that when I add another fill over here, it adds to the purple curve. Okay, now what is the difference between the Shape Builder tool and the Vector Flood Fill tool? Because they both work similarly, right? Well, if I take the Shape Builder tool, well, first you see that these are intersecting lines here. And then when I select all of them, I'm going to take the Shape Builder tool, have add on. And then when I make an object, it converts the lines into a closed shape. But if I use the Vector Flood Fill tool, it adds an object rather than convert the already existing lines. So here is a character that we will be coloring in. This is Allie, and you'll see that they are all open paths. So I am going to select all these curves, grab the Vector Flood Fill tool, and now I'm going to go into color, and you'll see if I go into swatches, I have a palette that I created. So I'm going to add color in her face. But you'll see that once I try to add color to her neck, nothing happens. Now I'll show you the reason for this. If I go into this panel here, the navigator panel, and then up here where it says vector, I'm going to keep going to outline, x-ray, or hairline, and you'll see that some of these lines are not actually connecting. So the strokes connect, but not the lines. Now, you could connect them each individually, but that would take a long time. So we're not going to do that. Bring that back to vector. So I'm going to undo. Now what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to select this layer, hold, copy, hold, and paste. And now I'm going to hide the layer below because I made a duplicate. Now with this duplicate, I'm going to go up here and I'm going to expand stroke. Now when I add color, everything behaves as it should. And then if you want to make adjustments to the line art, you would have to go back to the original layer. So that's why we make a duplicate. Okay, now for her dress, well, so I'm going to select this white object. And now up here, I'm going to say inside. And I'm going to just draw a line. These are going to be different stripes. Add pink to that. And increase the stroke. Now I'm going to select this object and do the same thing. Now do the same thing down here. And we have our character. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you have any suggestions of what you would like for Prevalent Arts products, please let me know. Have a good day.